Yo, Big Kish back up in here. Point and Shoot just came out and exposed his guy again. Expose this guy again. Y'all know I be stumbling over my words, man, when I'm, whatever. Listen. Y'all remember we just got finished talking about 1090 Jake the other day about how he tried to expose Larry Hoover for being a snitch. And everything that he based it off was a newspaper article from 1960, 50, whenever Larry Hoover was out in them streets. And back then, the police was corrupt back then. You know what I'm saying? So there was no real proof and evidence of Larry Hoover snitching. And 1090 Jake just got exposed for that. And Point and Shoot is on your bumper, bro. You know when Point and Shoot get on your bumper, he got all the evidence. He got all the education, and he gonna do the knowledge on you. Then he gonna zoom in on your neck and see that little zit you got on the back of your. Listen, before we get into that, y'all make sure y'all go pick up a copy of Street Dad, Geek Dad, Avoiding the Manufactured Mindset, written by me, Big Kish. The link will be in the description, and stay tuned for the signed copies. I will be doing signed copies. I'm just getting some things figured out right now. Y'all know I'm like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it. Warning, this video is scripted. Made this.
All right, so for this video, I want to talk to you guys about 1090 Steaks again, because I've got more to cover. The last video I made about 1090 Steaks was about him trying to expose Larry Hoover as a snitch and how he was facing widespread backlash for this accusation because it was not true. And I talked about how 1090 was a rat his damn self and how he's a goof and an imposter and a fraud and a snitch. So that was the last video, but I've got more to cover. I'm not done. I'm not satisfied. And so I do want to start with the first clip. Now, this first clip is going to be the guy that Larry Hoover is being accused by Jake of snitching on him. And what you're going to see is this guy's going to come out and say Larry Hoover never snitched on him, never took the stand on him, never wrote a statement on him, that it's all a bunch of bullshit. Listen to this.
So 1090 Jake up there calling this guy snitch. 1090 Jake is the equivalent of a DJ Academics. He got all his fame, all his riches off of violence and unalivings. Let's go, y'all.
Last year, they tried to say that Larry Hoover told on me, that he told people, told the police that I shot him. I had to come on Facebook and made it perfectly clear. That man ain't never told on me. But damn, they did the same thing to David Barksdale. They put it on that David Barksdale told on some Blackstone Rangers in 1965 and 66.
So 1090 Jake bases his entire accusation on this old school newspaper.
And he mentioning them old school games. Yeah, the Blackstone Rangers. Hey, look, boy, that's the old school game. That's when it's about 20 of them. They got one gun.
Article from racist Chicago back in the 60s where they were rioting over the civil rights. It was completely corrupt. And so this is what Jake's entire basis of his whole thing is this newspaper article. But we've got the guy that apparently got snitched on. He should be pretty upset, right? Wrong. What? He's not upset at all because it never happened. He was never snitched on. And so this clip is making its rounds around the internet. All the blogs are picking it up. It's going viral. And it's not going good for 1090 Jake. You know, he went through the same thing when he tried to expose BG for being a snitch. And he wasn't. But that was different because there was actual paperwork and documents and narratives and stuff like that. But this is just a newspaper article. So this is egregious. And people are not happy. The GDs are not happy. And it's just so concerning if you think about it. And the more you do think about it, you realize
there's GDs and stuff everywhere. They not just in Chicago. They in South Carolina. They in Miami. They everywhere. And I think 1090 Jake is in Florida as well.
Is how problematic this is, considering Jake is a snitch his damn self. You see, there was inmates and COs inside that prison with Jake that were making his life a living hell. And so what he did is he snitched on them by way of writing a statement up with their names and submitting it to administration in the prison. This is actually full-blown snitchery. And so for this...
There's paperwork on 1090 Jake.
Full-blown snitchery. And so for this next clip that I want to show you, this is 1090 Jake's big homie. What? Everybody that hit me got hit. I got hit here. I couldn't run. I couldn't do nothing. My toes was pussing. I couldn't do nothing. All I could do was look around. Nobody could see me. So I started to run. No, he couldn't run because
I started to run and then went...
his fucking toes. What? So yeah, he was telling all these stories. But anyways, back to the story here. This is 1090 Jake's big homie from the GKB Killa Bloods in Florida, and he's going to be basically coming out and saying that Jake did actually snitch, but he doesn't want to call him a snitch because that's his, his little bitch or whatever. But he does say that Jake committed violations here. Look at this.
I didn't call 1090 Jake a rat. And no, I'm not worried about if a nigga feel away with what I'm saying. That nigga. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is, when he said...
Oh, Byron Blake been on him too. Byron Blake been on him too. I ain't gonna lie. I think they just gave him a strike or something like that too. I think he got in trouble. Byron Blake been on a
saying is, when he said I was assaulted by and put that man's name in there, he fucked up. It was an error. He wasn't supposed to do that.
So Jake's big homie just said fuck him. What? So this isn't very good. So Jake is actually facing backlash for being a rat from his own people, and this is not good. This is probably contributing to the reason why he probably dropped out of his gang. But the number one reason why he dropped out, as we all know, is because he wants to be a country boy. What? He's got this new girlfriend that he's going to propose to very soon, and he wants to fit the mold of what he believes she wants in a man, which is a clean-cut, God-fearing countryman. What? So Jake,
he cooking. He said he's trying to fit the image in what he believes she thinks he thinks she wants. So he's trying to turn himself into this country guy, but he got all them tattoos on his face. Listen, he built his riches up off of unalivings and talking about, just like DJ Academics, same thing.
He's big country now, and so he's trying to make this career pivot where because he no longer needs these guys, these older bloods in Florida, to sort of use their
he doing the Post Malone
image to advance his career.
1090 Jake
in the motherfucking building.
3-hour interview, 100,000 on the chain.
Big 1090, shout out to Mazza.
Big bloods in the building.
GKB in the fucking building. Bam, bam, bam.
Oh my God. Appreciate you, man.
By using them for validation type.
Damn. People need to stop letting everybody in whatever they got going on. Because they're going to build their reputation and then just leave y'all in. They just going to leave y'all. Like, that's, man, this is. They just sitting in the background like, man, come on, bro.
Type thing. It's very easy to understand. So he doesn't need that anymore. And he does a great job of explaining why he doesn't need them anymore in this next clip. This is Bootleg Kev podcast. Wow. And this is 1090 Jake explaining why he left his gang.
Like a lot of the people that started Blood back in the 90s on the East Coast of New York are all broke and fucked up. A lot of the big homies.
Oh, you see how he talk about y'all? Y'all see how they talk about y'all when you sit up there and incorporate them into your gang or whatever, your organization? And they come back and they come back and they stab you in the back. They talk about you. They said you broke and all of that. Same thing Fat Joe did. Yeah, all these broke people, That's what they do. We always inviting people what we got going on. We always inviting people. We don't invite our own. Nah. We want to unalive our own. We want to invite everybody else, and then this is what you get right here. Yeah, they all broke. We don't need those guys anymore.
Are broke and fucked up. So if you're 40, 50 years old and your life sucks, why do I, as a 30-year-old who's making more money than almost the majority of the entire fucking gang, the fuck am I doing over here? It doesn't make any sense.
What the fuck did he just...
What?
So he says that they're all broke. He doesn't want to hang out with a bunch of broke old bums. He's like, why would I want to hang around some people that I already use for their image? And I already advanced my career. I make more money than the majority. This is insane. Really. Dang. I literally can't believe he said this publicly. I mean, did he not think anyone was going to see this? Like, his career isn't in enough trouble as it is? Now, this does get 100 times worse. In this next clip, he's going to explain that he wants to drop his flag and stop banging blood because he wants to be friends with Mark Wahlberg. What? This is insane.
The guys at the sandwich shop?
Yeah, they linked up with Mark Wahlberg. And
they're funny.
I had asked one of them, like, yo, tap me in with Mark. I asked him, and I could tell he was kind of cautious. And I looked at my Instagram, and it's like it's banged out. It's me with 30, 40 people with red flags, this and that. It's like, I make him look bad, even presenting that.
So Jake is now trying to pivot and use the fame that he accumulated by being a fake blood to hang out with movie stars and fucking...
movie stars and with Mark. I asked him to connect me with Mark.
Do all kind of, this is really inappropriate.
I already solidified who I am with what I've done and everything else, like the N-word and everything else. All it does is hold you back.
And so I'm seeing this and my jaw's just hanging open. I'm like, what is he doing? My mind is just swimming with information. And I quickly realized that it's his girlfriend. What? He wants to use his fame. He's trying to pivot his fame into getting a way to hang out with the people that his girlfriend likes. His girlfriend, who is from Tampa, by the way, doesn't give a fuck about hanging out with a bunch of over-the-hill gang members. She wants to hang out with A-list celebrities, and that's what Jake's trying to provide for her. And so he's a country boy now. He's singing to her, and we actually have audio of that.
Yo, she gonna turn her back on him so fast. When she use him to the level that she want to get at, she gonna find somebody else that she's attracted to. She's not attracted. She's attracted to his money. Nah, she's attracted to his money. She gonna find somebody nice and fit who do push-ups every day, got the same bag. He got probably bigger bag, and he's just a stepping stone. He doing all that. His time is coming. His time is definitely coming.
This is perfect. Come. Come kiss me one more time. I got locked up.
He trying to be a country singer. Wow.
Couldn't do the time. You and me in this moment feels like I snitched on it. I got scared and bit the cheese. Everybody's talking about prison like they just can't wait to go.
Nah, that hurt my ears, man.
In this,
that hurt my ears. That hurt my ears.
so 1090 Jake. That's all you guys. Country music. I ain't convinced. I fucking hate country music. I am so fucking done doing that. That's all you guys get. I hate that shit. So 1090 Jake is a country boy. He loves bonfires. He's acting funny as fuck, as you'll see in this clip.
Y'all doing a prison pose in front of the fire though. Dog life. Where you going?
Wow. So Jake's.
Oh, he sound regular now. But when he doing his little documentaries and stuff, when he talking to us and he's exposing all the gangs and all of this, and listen to how he sound now. Oh, you guys, you're doing the prison pose. Yeah. By the way, I went to prison too. Yeah, me, yeah.
Life. Where you going?
Wow, so Jake's really out of character there, isn't he? He's had a couple of keystones. He's out of character. He's not. Usually when I hear Jake, I'm thinking like, see, what you got to realize is that I was the only white blood in that whole yard. Everybody was trying to give me a TOH because I was the most respected one. I was the only white blood in there. But now he's talking about everybody that fucked my girl, I'm jealous of. He's got extreme retrograde jealousy, and I think it's so funny. And they argue about this extensively. They argue about the guys that, what's her name, Haley, his girlfriend, used to have vaginal sex with before Jake came along. Look at this.
If her past don't count, then why does mine make me a felon? These ladies be out here with more bodies than old block, but my past is the only one that counts. Make that make sense in the comments.
So Jake,
more bodies than old block.
Jake's really going through it right now, thinking about all the bodies that his girlfriend has. I mean, this is so funny. So, and another thing I want Jake to understand is not only did his girlfriend sleep with people before he came along, but she thoroughly enjoyed it and it gratified her sexually. What? And not only that, her ex-boyfriend that she had before Jake, she's actually still in love with him and she wants to have sex with him right now. What? So I just want Jake to understand these things are actual facts. And so I thank you all for watching and I'll see you on the next one.
Hold up, this the old boyfriend?
That's 1090 Jake? Hell no. What the hell? Oh my God, no way. There's no way that's 1090 Jake. Oh my.
Oh, that's damn. Is that Spider Lope? Is that Spider? I think that is.
Mama.
Florida where he burgled.
That's wild. No way, yeah. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. This is wild. Man, so the guy that he said, snitch on, that Larry Hoover snitched on, is going viral. That's not true. So he just making up stories, y'all. And we gonna be here to react to the exposing of the lies. I'm gonna leave a link in the description. Y'all tap in with Point and Shoot. Big Kish signing out. I'm going, y'all.